again to talk about another gravel pathway in the Gatineau area. This one is called the Cycloparc PPJ. It's an old train track as well, similar to the others, and it has 92 kilometers in total, but first 70 are gravel and the last 20 is shared roads with cars. So I did the first 70 back and forth, so 440 kilometers. It took me 6 hours at an average of 24 kilometers an hour, which is fast or slow depending on your fitness, but it's quite a good pace. So you have to consider that riding on gravel, of course, is much slower than riding on asphalt. The trail has several rest stops with dry toilets, with some benches. Sometimes you have a picnic table with something to cover it. So it's quite nice. I think 10 or 11 of those along the way. It's really nice. But there's no water, so you have to bring water along. I'll let you know later on how much I brought. As you will see from the footage, the surface is quite hard packed, but I wouldn't go there with tires that was smaller than 28 millimeters. I think it needs at least that, because although it's quite hard packed, it's a bit rough in some areas. They're actually maintaining it, improving it. You will see later on in the video. So I would not go there with a road bike if you can't fit wider tires. It may be a bit uncomfortable, especially for such a length. Cycloparc is actually crossing many streets, so you have to stop quite often. Maybe every 2, 3, 4 kilometers you'll have to cross a road. It's not busy, but you just have to be careful. So there is a lot of places to take a break. It's outside the forest, the trees, so normally there's less mosquitoes as well, so it's not bad. And there are a couple of river crossings. This one's the largest. Very nice place to take a break before going again. you can see towards Fort Coulonge, there's you're actually cycling along the Ottawa River. It's really nice, really beautiful. Lots of water, but there's no drinkable water along the way. So unless you have a filter and you can filter the water from the river or from streams, it's better to bring your own. So I brought 4 bottles of 600 milliliters to start with, 2 in the bike cages and 2 in my rear pack. And then I stopped here in this village and I went to the only convenience store I saw on the way without going outside of the path too much. And I took 2 600 milliliter bottles in addition. So totally it's about 3.6 liters that I drank in 6 hours. And it was not a very hot day. So on a hot summer day, humid day, and if you go, especially if you go in the afternoon, I started at 6 in the morning, you may need even more water. So think about it and plan accordingly. Lucky to be riding my Scott Attic gravel. I had there the Pathfinder tires, 38 millimeters from Specialized. First time I used them and I really loved them. So they're fast when it's hard and they still have some knobs for when surface is a bit more loose, like in this area where they were putting more gravel and a couple of trucks that came in and they were having some machinery to pack this thing up, like it was a bit looser and the tires felt good. So probably not needed to have that wide tires on this type of track, but you never know what you're going to encounter, and maybe after a rain as well, it's a bit more muddy, you need something for traction.